Hi. Remember, I have to do the intro too. Hi, this is chapter 1, lesson 2 of algebra 2.
Can I say, and I'm Jacob Banderas.
And Jacob Banderas, by the time he watches this again, he'll probably be 30 years old. All right. So, here we go. We are talking about H and K, which is a shift, a transformation. So like the H is going to be in parentheses. The H could be also an absolute value. So this whole front side is going to be our H. And then the second page is just the K. And then we're going to do like all of it together. So H and K. Reminder, my H, this is just H, is going to be like Y equals absolute value X minus H. Remember, it's the opposite sign. Or it's going to be Y equals parentheses X minus H squared, which is a parabola. So I have two choices on this. So let's get started on number 1. This is just a normal parabola. Fadi, stop talking. And I'm recording, so I'm really not cool. All right. Table of values for Y equals X squared, in case you forgot. Over 1, up 1. Over 2, up 4, because 2 squared is 4. 0, 0 is going to be my center. Okay, so I plot that, obviously, 0, 0. Over 1, up 1. Make a dot like that. This is parabola, U-shaped. From my vertex, over 2, up 4. Curved at the bottom as well. All right. And then I want to do Y equals absolute value of X. Here's the table of values for absolute value of X. Over however many, up the same amount. Like over 2, up 2. Over 1, up 1. It's a V shape, very linear, very rigid. No smooth curve, nothing like that at all. So 0, 0. Over 1 in each direction, up 1 in each direction. Over 2 in each direction, up 2 in each direction. Very straight line, very linear. Remember, in the green box is rulers. So if you guys want rulers for the absolute value, you can grab them from the green box. Then let's start with the H. Is this absolute value or is this square quadratic? Absolute value. So I'm going to put absolute value. What's the vertex of this going to be? What's my HK? What's my H? -2. -2, comma, there is no K. It'd be like a +0 at the end. So all you're going to do is you're going to start with your vertex 2 to the left. 2 left. This is absolute value. It's V-shaped. You have to look each time. Is it a quadratic, curvy U, X squared? Or is it an absolute value V-shaped with straight lines? So if that's where I begin, then I do my parent function movements over 1, up 1, over 2, up 2. I'm not going to make a table of values every time for this. We're memorizing the movements. Over 1, up 1, both directions. Write that, please. Over 2, up 2, both directions. Because it's straight line, it's absolute value. Okay, good. What does a negative sign mean in front?
Going down.
Yes, we call that reflecting over the y-axis. Reflect. Oh, first of all, it's a quadratic. Quadratic means parabola. Reflect over, the x-axis. Because it's going downward, right? And this is going to be 1 to the left. There's lots of things like details. 1 left. So I'm writing all the little details that I can think of. Your vertex is going to be 1 to the left of 0, 0. Then, you guys said it's facing downward, right? Is this a quadratic or a absolute value? Quadratic, because it has a squared. Over 1, down 1. Over 2, down 4. Over 1 in both directions, down 1. Over 2, down 4. It's a quadratic, curve smooth. All right. Middle bottom one. Quadratic or absolute value? Look at the grouping symbols. Is it straight lines or is it curve? Does it have a squared or not? Quadratic, parabola. 4 to the right, you guys. My vertex is 4, 0. Oh, I didn't do my vertex on this one. -1, 0. So, 4 to the right. Make your dot, 4, 0. Quadratic. Oh, is it upward facing or downward facing? Upward facing, because it's a positive right after the equal sign. Over 1, up 1. Over 2, up 4. Over 1, up 1, both directions. Over 2, up 4. From my vertex. Not from 0, 0. From my vertex. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Try it all on your own. You guys are doing excellent notes. Thank you for getting quiet and taking notes. Call me over if you need. Good. You went 3 to the what? Left or right?
Left.
3 to the left because it's an opposite sign when it's in parentheses. Or absolute value. 3 to the left. My vertex is -3, 0. It's reflected over the x-axis. Reflect x-axis. Right? Okay. -3, 0. Facing downward. Over 1, down 1. Both directions. Over 2, down 4. Yay! And most of your graphs, when I was walking around, it looked really good. Okay. The graphs above have the format x minus h squared. Determine how the graph of x squared changes. We did. What happens to the graph as h changes? What does the h do, guys? In the parentheses, how does it move my
From left to right.
left to right? Move left or right. Remember, opposite sign because it's in parentheses. All right. If f of x equals the absolute value of x, so now we're doing absolute value. Write an equation for g of x, make up a new equation. If it's 5 to the right, what would a new equation look like if I said, I want you to move 5 to the right? An absolute value equation, 5 to the right. What would you put inside that straight line? 5 to the right. F of x is the normal parent function. G of x is, so what would I put? Yeah?
X minus 5.
X minus 5, but it's absolute value, so don't put a square.
All right.
And you're done. That's H. Left, right. Inside. Left, right. Left, right. Inside. All right. Now I'm doing K. Up, down, up, down. Okay. Uh-huh. So up and down only. Only. We're doing combination tomorrow. We're just focusing on one or the other today. Up, down. Up or down. Same sign. So whatever the sign is, positive it means up, negative means down. Absolute value of x. First example here, you're just going like that. V shape. Parent function. What about a -1? What's that going to do? 1 down. And what's my vertex? 0, -1. Good. And plot that. 0, -1. And I'm just simply making the V shape again. It's absolute value of x -1. Like that. V shape. Third one. Ooh. Parabola. Quadratic. Oh, reflect the x-axis facing downward. What's my vertex? There's no h, remember? What's my vertex? 0, 2. The sign stays the same, 0, 2. All right, good. Please plot 0, 2. It's up there. See 2 up? Oh, 2 up. I'm writing everything I can to help you. It's facing downward. It's a parabola. Over 1, down 1. Over 2, down 4. Remember, parabolas are different. Over 1, down 1. Let's all do that first. Over 1, down 1. Both directions. Over 2, down 4. Curvy, quadratic. See? All right, x squared plus 1. My vertex, 0, comma, up 1. It's a quadratic. Over 1, up 1. Over 2, up 4. Both directions. Okay. X squared minus 4. Tell someone at your table what the vertex is. X squared minus 4. What is it? 0, negative 4. One, two, three, 4. Okay. Parabola, over 1, up 1. Over 2, up 4. That's a quadratic. And it's curvy. The last one's tricky. Do it on your own. Absolute value V-shaped. Facing downward. Yep. Reflected across the x-axis, but then it's shifted up 3, right? Almost there. And looks like this. Does yours look like this? This is it. Uh, 0, comma 3. The graphs above have the form x squared plus k. What happens to the graph as k changes? What does k do to my graph, you guys? Hold on, don't answer every question. Up or down? Same sign. And then write x squared. Oh, if h of x is x squared, what would f of x if it's translated 3 up? 3 up. What would the equation be? Someone tell me. F of x is how it starts. What do I write? What plus 3? What plus 3? X squared plus 3. Good. All right, so I'm still doing the video. I'm almost going to stop recording. Your next ones here are this whole front side. There's 12 problems, and you are writing up here the vertex. And remember, the axis of symmetry is that line that goes down the middle of it. So we'll talk about that a little bit too. Let me stop recording.